this church will be. It will make a difference here. If any one of us totally sells out to God and does that, it'll make a difference in the whole. It will make a difference. I'm going to tell you something. Donald Trump is not the answer. Governor Abbott is not the answer. Governor DeSantis is not the answer. Getting rid of Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer is not the answer. God is the answer.
That's right.
God sets up kings and pulls down kings. Why do you think we have in office who we have in office?
God put him there.
And why did God put him there? Because we haven't followed God. And God has given us what we've asked for.
Mm-hmm.
If we live godly, then God will give us what we ask for. If we live evil, then God will give us what we ask for. God is in charge. God is in control. And again, you can have whoever you want in the White House, in the Congress, in the Supreme Court. You can have whoever you think is going to make a difference, and it'll make absolutely no difference until we turn to God. You can go throughout the history of Israel and see a reflection of the United States. And you know what Paul said about that? These things were written for our admonition, that we don't do the same thing. That's not exactly how it says it, but that's what it says. That we don't fall after the same example. Because if we do what they did, what happened to them is going to happen to us. Right? If we serve other gods, we're going to be punished. We're going to be judged. The wrath of God is going to fall. But if we do like Josiah did and turn back to God, then the blessings of God are going to fall. We have chosen the evil, and we are receiving the fruits of that. If we decide, if we see our need, and we begin to turn back to God, maybe, just maybe, God will begin to move in this nation. But even if he doesn't, he'll move in your life. He can move in this church. And we can make a difference. But it all comes down to this. Throughout that whole thing, what was the key? All that I read you. It's the law of God. That was the key. Following the law of God. And in order to follow the law of God, the ungodly things have to be pushed out of our lives. And if we do that, then we can get on course. We can head in the right direction. As was already said, we need that compass. And this is that compass. And until we make this important in our lives, we're not going to follow it. We're just not going to. And we're going to end up things getting worse and worse and worse and worse. There is opportunity. As long as we're drawing breath, as long as God has us in this world, there is opportunity. If there was no more chance, we'd be gone. I don't find anywhere in this word where it says, well, X number of years before Christ returns, there's no more chance. It don't say that. As long as we are in the world, there is chance. There is opportunity. There is hope. But when we get that attitude of, well, what can I do? Nothing's going to happen. With God in the body, with God in your life, God in the church, things can happen. But the only way it's going to happen is if we realize it's going to happen and get there like Josiah did. That's it. I'll stop there.